Yes, welcome to online study of Indian Penal Code. You know, the definition of rape as provided in the Indian Penal Code, the original act, has since been drastically changed. After Nirbhaya case, the Burma Commission report, the rape definition has been changed to a large extent, covers many things. What it says, previously it was there, whoever does a sexual intercourse with a woman against her will without her consent, that was rape. Now again it has been more clear, it has been made in such a clear term that in not only physical relationship or causing sexual intercourse with a woman against her will amount to rape, but there are various other acts also that will be treated as rape. Sometimes it is very difficult to discuss such things, the wordings are such. So what section rape has been defined, a man is said to commit rape if he penetrates his penis to any extent into the vagina, mouth, urethra or anus of a man, or makes her to do so with him or any other person. This is also rape. Previously it was only sexual relationship, sexual intercourse was rape, but that has been any part, even any part of the body, that is mouth, urethra, anus of a woman, if somebody does this penetration of penis, that will be treated as rape. Similarly, insert any extent, any object. As you know, in the Nirbhaya case, that a minor accused had inserted an iron rod inside the private part of the man. So that was not coming within the definition of rape. Now it has been mentioned, inserts to any extent, any object, even an object, or any part of the body, not being not the penis, into the vagina or urethra or anus of a man, or makes her to do so, even compels her to do so, either with him or any other person, that will also be treated as rape. Manipulates any part of the body of a man so as to cause penetration into the vagina, that is urethra, anus, or any part of the body of such a man, or makes her to do so with him or any other person. Makes her to do so or with any other person. Previously these things were not there. Now it is rape. Applies his mouth to the vagina, anus, urethra of a man, or makes her to do so with him or any other person. With him or any other person makes her to do. That was not previously within the definition of rape. Now it is rape. Now it is very clear now. That is, the definition of rape has been changed substantially. So that in any sexual relationship, any type of sexual act, that will be treated as rape. Under the circumstances following any of the following 7 descriptions. Previously 7 descriptions were not there. What? Against her will, that was there in the original act. Without her consent, that was against her will and without her consent. That creates a very little difference. Against her will and without her consent. Consent here previously has been, that means the free consent, by coercion or some that is not to be treated as consent. Against her will, without her consent. With her consent, where her consent has been obtained by putting her any person in whom she is interested in fear of death or of hurt. Either by putting that woman or in fear of death or putting that any other person with that woman is interested. Suppose son, this sister or daughter, person against her will, against that her consent is obtained. That will also be treated as rape. Fourthly, with her consent, when the man knows that he is not her husband, the man knows that he is not the husband, and that consent is given because she believes that he is another man to whom she is or believes herself to be lawfully married. If the woman believes another man to be her lawfully married husband and keeps any sexual relationship, that will also be treated. But the person who keeps this relationship, does any of the act as provided in section 375, that will be treated as rape. Then, fifthly, when her consent, when at the time of giving such consent, by reason of unsound mind or intoxication, or the administration by him personally or through another of any stupefying. Stupefying, this is some or unwholesome substance. Stupefying, that will cause some that loss of sense, etc. Stupefying or unwholesome substance. Unwholesome substance. She is unable to understand the nature and consequence of that to which she gives consent. Even if the woman gives consent for the opposite acts, if that consent was obtained, of that woman is obtained, by what? Either by intoxicating her, administering to her, either by personally or through another person, any stupefying or unwholesome substance, so that she was unable to understand the nature and consequence of that to which she gives consent. That will be also treated as rape. With or without her consent, when she is under 18 years of age, you must always remember, this is very drastic. Even with or without consent, even consent is given, even without consent is given, if any of the acts as provided in this A, B, C, D, as mentioned in section 375, that is committed, that will be treated as rape. Then, for the purpose of vagina shall also include the legal measure, explanation 2. Then when she is unable to communicate consent, that is another thing, unable to communicate the consent. The woman is such unable to communicate consent. Expansion, consent means an unequivocal voluntary agreement when the woman by words, gesture or any form of verbal or non-verbal communication communicates willingness to participate in the specific sexual act. Previously, consent was not defined in the definition of rape. Now, expansion provides consent means an unequivocal voluntary agreement when the woman by words, either by words or by gesture or by any form of verbal or non-verbal communication, communicates willingness to participate in this specific sexual act. Provided that a woman who does not physically resist to the act of penetration shall not by reason only of that act be regarded as consenting to the sexual activity. Previously, such a defense was taken, that when there was no resistance, nothing, there was no injury, so that's why thereby she had given consent. Even to clarify it, that is, make it more clear, to clarify this anomaly in the case of case laws. So it has been listed as a noun word. Ideally, there is no physical resist to the act of penetration. Shall not by reason only, because of that only, because somebody has not physically resisted that will not be regarded as a consent to the sexual activity. Exception 1, a medical procedure or intervention shall not constitute rape. Sometimes the examination of a woman's private part is required for the purpose of medical examination. Medical procedure or intervention shall not constitute rape. Then exception 2, sexual intercourse or sexual acts by a man with his own wife, the wife not being under 15 years of age is not rape. Even wife is above 15 years of age, even any sexual act as enumerated in section 375, with consent, without consent, that will not be treated as rape. But if below sexual intercourse or sexual act by a man with his own wife, the wife not being under the age of it is not rape. Now, this is, so again, you go through this definition. Now it is more clear. It has been defined in a very categorical definition as well. To bring any act of sexual act of a man with a woman, that will be treated as rape. 376 says, punishment for rape. Whoever, except in the cases provided for in subsection 2, what it provides, subsection 2, except in the cases provided in subsection 2, shall be, the subsection 2, they committed in custody. Their punishment is more. Whoever, except in the subsection 2, commits rape, shall be punished with rigorous imprisonment either discretion for a term which shall not be less than 10 years, but it will extend to imprisonment. Now, previously it was no life imprisonment was not there. This by way of amendment, now shall not be less than 10 years. That means the minimum sentence for a rape convict is 10 years. When a man is convicted for rape, except as provided in subsection 2, that is custodial rape, the punishment, minimum punishment is 10 years and shall not be less than 10 years, which may extend to imprisonment of life, shall not be less than only rigorous imprisonment, not simple imprisonment, shall be punished with rigorous imprisonment, not simple. Either description is not there. Rigorous imprisonment of lot less than 10 years, which may extend to imprisonment for life, and shall also be liable to fine. But subsection 2 says, whoever being a police officer commits rape, that is custodial rape, within the limits of the police station for which such police officer is appointed, within the limits of not inside the police station, but within the police station limits, within which he is posted, or in the premises of the station house, or on a woman in such police officer's custody, even when that police officer's custody, even outside the local jurisdiction, or that is police station jurisdiction, limits of his police station. When the woman is in his custody, or in the custody of a police officer subordinate to such police officer, even the woman is in custody of a police officer subordinate to commits rape. First A. B. Being a public servant commits rape on a woman in such public servant's custody. When a woman is in public servant's custody, if a public servant commits rape on such woman, or in the custody of a public servant subordinate to such officer, public servant, subordinate to such public servant, if such a woman is custody but a high public servant commits rape, or being a member of the armed force deployed in any by the central or state government commits rape, if an armed force person who is deployed in an area, either by the state government or the central government, he commits rape in such area. D. Being on the management on the staff of a jail, if a person is the management or on the staff of a jail, management of a jail, staff of a jail, remand home, or other place of custody established by or under any law for the time being in force, or of a women's or children's institute, women or children institute, who is the management or the staff of this women's or children institute, commits rape on any inmate of such jail, remand home, place or institution, or being on the management or on the staff of a hospital. If a person is the management of the staff of the hospital, commits rape a woman in the hospital, or being a relative, guardian or teacher, this is more, relative, guardian or teacher of a person in a position of trust. A guardian is in the position of a trust, teacher in the position of a trust. But the relative, somebody's relative, some woman is there in trust or authority toward the woman, commits rape for such a man, or commits rape during communal or sectarian violence, sectarian violence, some rape is committed. Commits rape of a woman knowing what to be pregnant. This is another. If commits a rape knowing that woman is pregnant. Commits rape on a woman incapable of giving consent, incapable of giving some physically or mentally weak woman. Being in a position of control or dominion over a woman, commits rape on such a man. Dominion or control over a woman, commits rape on such a woman. Commits rape on a woman suffering from mental or physical disability. While committing rape, again, causes grievous bodily harm or maims or disfigure or dangers the life of a man. Commits rape repeatedly on the same woman. Your punishment shall be punished with rigorous, any type of rape, shall be punished with rigorous penalty for a term which shall not be less than 10 years, but which may extend to imprisonment for life, which shall mean the imprisonment till death, till the natural life, reminder of that person's natural life. This type of custodial rape, this rape is committed in trust or a management of a jail, children home, etc., or a public servant while a woman is in custody, or commits rape on a woman incapable of giving consent, or even a pregnant woman, or commits repeatedly on the same woman, that is punishable with imprisonment for not less than 10 years, will be imprisonment for life. That is means imprisonment for the remainder of that person's natural life and shall also be liable to fine. Now the punishment of rape has been two types of rape. Subsection 2, subsection 1. Subsection 2 is custodial rape, a rape committed on a woman who is on the that is under the control of somebody or a public servant, that is more punishment. Now explanation for the purpose of armed force. Which are the armed force? In the armed force, officer commits a rape during a deployment in any area, that is punishable with this. What is armed force means the naval, military and air force, and includes any member of the armed forces constituted under any law for the time being in force, the armed force, including the paramilitary force, will be treated as armed force, and any auxiliary force, auxiliary means any other force in addition to that are under the control of the central government or the state government. Hospital means what? Because hospital, when a big being a management or a staff of a jail, remand, etc. Then hospital being on the management or the staff of hospital commits rape on a woman in that hospital. Punishment is reminder of the life. So here hospital means the precincts of the hospital and include the precincts of any institution for the reception and treatment of person during a convalescence, or of persons requiring medical attention or rehabilitation, that will be treated as hospital. Not only where GD dead, or other things, reception room, treatment of person during convalescence or emergency treatment, person requiring medical attention or rehabilitation, that will be also treated as a hospital. Which a police officer? Police officer shall have the same meaning as assigned to the expression police under the Police Act. Women's or children's institution means an institution whether called an orphanage or a home for neglected women or a children or widows home or an institution called by any other name which is established and maintained for the reception and care of women or children. That is women. Subsection 3 says whoever commits on a woman under 16 years of age shall be punished with rigorous imprisonment for a term which shall not less than 20 years. Below 16 years. Punished rape, that is 20 years, but which may extend to imprisonment for life, which shall mean imprisonment for the remainder of that person's natural life and shall also be liable to fine. What a drastic punishment, drastic change has been brought. The severity of punishment, stringent punishment has been provided in Section 376. In spite of that, you know, rape offences are increasing. Nobody, people have no care. Because if you know, these are the below 16 years, the minimum punishment which shall not be less than 20 years. If a rape is committed on a child below, a man below 16 years, not custodial. That is punish, minimum punishment 20 years, but which may extend to imprisonment for life, which shall mean imprisonment for the remainder of that person's natural life and shall also be liable to fine. Provided that such fine shall be just, again fine is provided, shall be just and reasonable to meet the medical expense and the rehabilitation of the victim. Fine limit is not there. The fine is to be imposed in such an amount which will be just to meet the medical expense and the rehabilitation of the woman. Provided further that any fine imposed under this subsection shall be paid to the victim. You see, only this section 376 provides in the entire penal code itself. No, previously there is provision in criminal procedure code for payment of compensation from the fine amount. But here in section rape cases, we now provided that further that any fine imposed under this subsection shall be paid to the victim. So now you should know what is the, you go through the definition of rape. Sometimes it is very odd to at least repeat these things, but you go through it. Now, section 376A. Punishment for causing death or resulting in persistent vegetative state of victim. So whoever commits an offense punishable under subsection 1 or subsection 2 or section 3, either subsection 1 or subsection 370 is custodial death. And in the course of such commission, inflicts an injury which causes the death of the woman. Because of such injury, during the course of that commission of the offense, some injury sustained by that woman because she dies, or causes the woman to be in persistently vegetative state, shall be punished. What is vegetative state? Vegetative means what? It is a very serious state. Shall be punished with rigorous imprisonment for a term which shall not be more than 20 years, 20 years, but which may extend to imprisonment by life, which shall mean imprisonment for the remainder of that person's natural life or both. 376B, AB, A and AB. Punishment of a woman under 12 years of age. Whoever punishes a woman under 12 years of age shall be punished with rigorous for a term which shall not be less than 20 years. You see, in spite of the child rape is committed. Whoever commits rape on a woman below 12 years of age, minimum punishment 20 years. How much punishment will be stringent punishment? Still, but people will demand for death sentence. No, that is minimum 20 years, but which may extend to imprisonment for life, which shall mean imprisonment for the remainder of the person's natural life, and with trial or with death. Or with here, death sentence is there. Only section 376AB, punishment for rape on woman under 12 years of age. Provided that such fines shall be just and reasonable to meet the medical expense and rehabilitation of the victim. Just and reasonable to meet the rehabilitation and the medical expense of the victim. Provided further that any fine imposed under this section shall be paid to the victim. 376B. Sexual intercourse by husband upon his wife during separation. Previously we have discussed. This is a very only what it says when there is a separation. Husband and wife are living separately, and the husband commits sexual intercourse with his wife, who is living separately, whether under a decree or separation, or decree of judicial separation, or otherwise, even otherwise also. But even there is no decree, they are living separately, without our consent, shall be punished with imprisonment for either days or for a term which shall not be less than 2 years. This is marital rape. Marital rape is not regarded here, but only when there is a separation, either judicial separation or a decree for separation, or otherwise, by their agreement they are living separate. In spite of that, against the will. And but here, has sexual intercourse with his own wife. Here, without consent or on consent, nothing, it is not there. Even consent or not consent, it is not there. That will be data which may extend to, that is not rape is defined here, only sexual intercourse. Not commit rape, because whoever has sexual intercourse with his own wife is living separately. Whether under a decree of separation or otherwise. There is no decree of separation or otherwise, only sexual intercourse with her, without her consent. Only without her consent. Without her, if consent is there, punishment is not retracted. Without her consent, then shall be punished with imprisonment, which may that it shall not be less than 2 years, but which may extend to 7 years, and shall all be liable to fine. 376C, sexual intercourse by person in authority. Whoever being in a position of authority or in fiduciary, that is fiduciary relationship, or a public servant, or a superintendent manager of a jail, remand home, or other place of custody, established by or under any law for the time and force of a woman or children's institution, or on the management or hospital, or being on the staff of hospital, abuses such position or fiduciary relationship only to induce or seduce any woman either in his custody or under the charge of the or charged or present in the premises to have sexual intercourse with him, sexual intercourse not amounting to the offense of rape. That means with her consent also. By abusing her position, seducing a woman, and if that sexual intercourse is not rape, shall be punished with rigorous imprisonment by either district for a term which shall not be less than 5 years, but which may extend to 10 years and shall be liable to fine. What this section? A woman who is under the fiduciary capacity of somebody, or a authority of somebody, or a public servant, even with her consent, but if that consent was obtained by abusing that person's authority or official power, and because of that inducement or seduce, any woman keeps a relation, that shall be punished with rigorous punishment for either this or for a term which shall not be less than 5 years, but which may extend to 10 years and shall be liable to. In this section, sexual intercourse shall mean any of the acts mentioned in A to D of section 375. Not only sexual intercourse, but any of the acts provided from A to D of section 375. Then, exception 3, for the purpose of this section, explanation 1 to section 375 shall also be applicable. Explanation 1 to section 375 what? Explanation 1, what is that? Explanation 1 of section 375, that is, explanation a medical procedure or intervention shall not constitute rape. That will also be applicable. Explanation 2, for the purpose of section explanation shall also be applicable. Explanation 3, superintendence means what? In relation to a jail, remand home, or other case of custody, or a woman or children in so on include a person holding any other office in such jail. That is, superintendent doesn't only superintendent, but any person who works in office or jail, remand home, place or issue, by virtue of which such person can exercise any authority or control over the inmates. Explanation 4, the expression hospital and this women's or children's institution shall respectively have the same meaning as in the explanation 2 subsection 2 of section 376. 376 subsection 2, it has been provided explanation. What is hospital means? Any precincts of the hospital, or it includes any precincts of any institution for the reception or treatment of person during convalescence, or of persons requiring medical attention or rehabilitation. Now, that will be treated as hospital. Similarly, children's institution, that is provided there. 376D, it is gang rape. What is gang rape? Where a woman is raped by one or more person constituting a group. First, what is gang rape? Where a woman was raped. But why? By one or more person. By one or more person constituting a group. Suppose there are 4 groups. One of them commit rape. That will be treated as a gang rape. So, where a woman is raped by either one person or by more than one person who constituting a group or acting in furtherance of a common intention. Suppose 3 persons are there, in furtherance of one person committed it, that will also be treated as gang rape. Gang rape doesn't mean that the woman will be raped by more than one person. No. What it says, where a woman is raped by either one person or by more than one person, they are constituting a group. If there is a group or there, a group of person they went, and one of them committed rape, or 2 of them committed, or more than one committed rape, or acting in furtherance of common intention. If one of such person, any person in a group, a rape was committed acting in furtherance of common intention by one person, each of those persons, then each of those persons shall be deemed to have committed the offense of rape. Here, deeming provision is there. That is gang rape. Each of them, though the other persons have not committed any sexual act, they will be treated as deemed to have committed rape and shall be punished with rigorous imprisonment term which shall not be less than 20 years. You see, the minimum punishment is 20 years, but which may extend to life, which shall mean imprisonment for the remainder of the person's natural life and with fine. See how much, how stringent punishment, how much punishment will be imposed. In spite of that, the offense of rape is not caught. People are not aware of these things. What section 376 say? What is gang rape? Where rape is committed by either one person or by more than one person, constituting a group, or a rape is committed by the person in furtherance of common intention. In furtherance of common intention, each of those persons, each of those groups shall be deemed to have committed the offense of rape and shall be punished with rigorous imprisonment for a term which shall not be less than 20 years. It shall not be punished, but which may extend to life, which shall mean imprisonment for the remainder of the person's natural life and with fine. Provided that such shall be just, fine shall be just and sufficient, reasonable to meet the medical expense and rehabilitation of the victim. Provided further that any fine imposed under this section shall be paid to the victim. Now 376DA, punishment for gang rape of a woman under 16 years of age. When there is a gang rape of a woman below 16 years of age, where a woman under 16 years of age is raped by one or more person constituting group, either one person or more than one person constituting group, or acting in furtherance of common intention, then each of those persons shall be deemed to have committed the offense of rape. If deemed to have committed the offense of rape, shall be punished with imprisonment for life, below 16 years, life, and shall that mean imprisonment for the reminders of that person's natural life and with fine. Provided that such fine shall be just and reasonable to meet the medical expense and rehabilitation of the victim. Provided further that any fine imposed under this section shall be paid to the victim. 376A, punishment for repeated offenders. Here there are, because some persons, they commit rape repeatedly. Even first offense, second time they commit rape. Whoever has been previously convicted on offense punishable under section 376 or 376A, 376B or section 376D or 376DA or section 376DB, that is punishment for gang rape of a woman under 12 years of age, and is subsequently convicted of an offense punishable under any of the said section, any either, shall be punished with imprisonment for life, which shall mean imprisonment for the remainder of that person's natural life or with death, or yet this sentence is that. So now if a question comes, in which offenses of rape there is death sentence? This section 376E, repeated offender, again there is death sentence, and that another is that is 376 AB, that is punishment for a woman under 12 years of age. Whoever commits rape on a woman under 12 years of age shall be punished with rigorous imprisonment for a term which shall not be less than 20 years, but which may extend to imprisonment for life, or which shall mean the imprisonment for the remaining part of the, and with fine or with death. These two sections will find death sentence. Another 376A, punishment for causing death or resulting in persistent vegetative state of victim. 376A, 376AB, then 376, that is DB, and 376E. You should remember in which of these sections there is death sentence. There's unnatural offense. Whoever voluntarily has carnal intercourse against the order of nature with any man, woman, or animal. There are three things. Carnal order of nature is there. Whoever voluntarily has carnal intercourse against the order of nature with any man, woman, or animal shall be punished with imprisonment for life or with imprisonment for either direction for a term which may extend to 10 years and shall also be liable to fine. This section is also subject to this recent decision of the Honorable Supreme Court that is gay sex, etc., that same sex relationship. That is, penetration is sufficient to constitute the carnal intercourse necessary to the offence described in this section. You go through the recent decision subject to you should read it. Section 378. The offence against property. Now I will discuss. So far we have discussed the offence against human body. This chapter 17 XBII of the 10th Penal Code defines theft. Today we simply know what is theft. Everybody knows, but sometimes you think it is a very simple definition. But if you go through it, it will be very interesting. Whoever intending to take everyone also, whoever intending to take dishonestly any movable property out of the possession of any person, not only without that person's consent, moves that property in order to such taking is said to commit theft. You go through word by word. Whoever, any man, anybody, intending, there must be an intention to taking, intending to take, intention of taking. Dishonestly, causing wrongful gain to him and causing wrongful loss to the person from whom he is taking that, from whose possession is taking. Any movable property, you should know what is movable property and any type of movable property. Then, not from ownership, out of the possession of any person. It is taken from the possession of any person. Without that person's consent, moves that property, not takes that property, simply movement. But for in order to such taking, that movement takes place, in order to take such taking is said to commit theft. For an example, a maid servant is working in a particular house. He found a gold necklace somewhere, it was kept. His intention, whoever intending, but to take a movable property dishonestly with intention of causing wrongful gain to her and wrongful loss to the person, intending to take a movable property dishonestly out of the possession of that person's owner where he was working, possession without that person's consent, simply moves that property. Suppose that maid servant removed that gold necklace and concealed it somewhere for the purpose of taking, intending that when or he will forget or he will get a scope, he will go with that property. Simply movement, that will be treated as theft. Simple movement, that will be treated as theft. Not necessarily that you take away. You go away with that property. Sometimes whoever takes any would know. Takes me, that is there. Whoever intending to take any movable property dishonestly, causing wrongful gain to him and wrongful loss to another, out of the possession of somebody, not ownership. But why am I repeating it? Because theft is a very interesting definition. Out of the possession of another, without that person's consent, move that property with intention of taking, with intent to take, intention of taking, intention of such taking is said to commit theft. Then, you see, here the theft is a definition. We find number of illustrations. It is a simple definition, but you find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 illustrations are there. Why? Because theft is a very simple section. Why 16 illustrations are there? To clarify. Illustrations are there only to clarify. If you understand the definition of theft, so every word is to be understood. Explanation. A thing, so long as it is attached to the earth, not being movable property, is not the subject of theft. Suppose a tree is standing, or there is a what? A door is fitted to a house. So long a thing, so long it is attached to the earth, is not a movable property, is not subject to theft. That cannot be subject. But it becomes capable of being the subject of theft as soon as it is severed from the earth. As soon as that is cut, fell on the ground, that becomes the subject of theft. Explanation. A moving affected by the same act, which affect the severance may be the theft. Suppose X entered into the land of another with an intention to cut a standing tree from that land, and in order of taking dishonesty from that person, and he felled that tree, cut that tree, because by that cutting, that tree fell on the ground. The explanation to clarifies. A moving affected by the same acts because of severance, that the movement takes place, which affect the severance. Movement, a moving affected by the same act itself. The tree was felled, tree was cut, and that was severed, and the movement takes place. So maybe a theft. Third, a person is said to cause a thing to move by removing an obstacle which prevented it from moving. Suppose an obstacle was there, an object was put there because of the thing is but that the movement is obstructed. If somebody remove that obstacle, remove that thing, so that that thing moved, that will also be treated as theft. Suppose a person is said to cause a thing to move by removing an obstacle which prevented it from moving, or by separating it from any other thing, by separating it from any other thing, that thing is moved, as well by actually moving it, that will also be treated as movement, or as well as simply actually moving it. Fourth, a person who by any means causes an animal to move. Suppose somebody's cow was there. Cow was grazing. Cow was grazing on a grazing field. He took a bait and sowed some grass so that cow moved. His intention was to, somebody has the intention of taking, with intent of taking an immovable property from the out of the possession of them, moves that property with intention of taking. That will amount to theft. A person who by any means causes an animal to move is said to move that animal. If any means causes that animal to move, that is said to that, and to move everything which in consequence of the motion is moved by that animal. Suppose that animal was carrying any property, or there was on the back of that animal some goods are there, because one moved that animal so that the thing also moved. Expansion 5, the consent mentioned in the definition. Does that person consent? May express consent or may be implied consent, and may be given either by the person in possession, a person who is in possession he may give, or by any person having for that purpose authority. If any person who has authority also, he may give any permission, consent, either express or implied. You go through the illustration. Sometimes if a illustration is put directly to a question, somebody confused. First illustration, if I just put this illustration in question to some persons, but I have not found the correct answer. So from many persons, what it says, a cuts down a tree, on Z's ground with intent of dishonestly taking the tree out of Z's possession without Z's consent. A cuts out a tree from Z's possession from his land with intention to take it from the Z's possession without a person's consent. Here, as soon as they have severed the tree, as soon as this tree is severed, in order to such taking, he has committed, because expansion 2 will be attracted, will be applied, a moving affected by the same act will affect the severance may be threat. B. A puts a bed for dogs in his pocket and thus induces Z's dog to follow it. Here, if his intention be dishonestly to take the dog out of Z's possession without Z's consent, he has committed theft as soon as Z's dog has begun to follow. Then let us complete. In the next class, we will discuss the remaining illustrations. Thank you all.